the Camino Channel, voices of the pilgrims, and of others, people who make the Camino experience possible for those many pilgrims who walk over its miles on the way to the great cathedral at Santiago. There are people behind the scenes who man the websites, look after the albergues and refugios, and who generally work to coordinate the approach of pilgrims to the cathedral and to the trail itself. With your interviewers, Bob and myself, Doug, we look forward to bringing you people who make it possible for pilgrims like these to enjoy this great spiritual experience and to find the fulfillment that they seek as they traverse the route to Santiago. The refugios, the albergues that are municipally owned, they uncomplainingly do the menial work, laundry, washing down, in many stops making pilgrimage possible. Willy has chosen Ribadiso as his place to help, one of the truly beguiling stations just short of Arzua at about kilometer 50. He works way below his normal place in life to make pilgrimage sing to those he serves. Welcome to the Camino Channel, Willy.
My name is Willy Littig. I live in Salt Lake City, Utah.
Lovely, Willy. So can you tell me, you were just about to tell me about an interesting...
Oh, yesterday we met a really nice, I guess a Mexican-American. He lives in El Paso. He's got one prosthetic leg. He's on a bicycle. And he had cycled from Roncesvalles over to the hard way. He went over. On the way up, he met a guy that had 2 GPSs, and he said, "Oh man, this looks like the Google truck. I'll follow him."
Oops.
They were both on bikes. They went all the way down to where the Valcarce connection is, 2 kilometers out of Roncesvalles.
Yeah.
They were lost, and it was night, and it was fog, and they went the wrong way. So they went back to Valcarce, 22 kilometers. Realized then they were the wrong way. They went back to where they were, went over the hill again to Saint Jean Pied de Port. So I don't know how many hours that was, but it was probably 25 hours.
Yeah. And the privileges, you get to start again.
Then the neat thing, and he was very complimentary. This guy had all the equipment and he was lost. But he didn't ever abandon him. He stayed with him. So the 2 of them were just totally confused. They didn't really know where they were. They got back to a crossroads they recognized. They went back to where they came. But the guy, he was very complimentary that in the middle of the night, this guy didn't just dump him.
Yes. How wonderful.
They didn't know they were 2 kilometers away from where they wanted to be.
And this is your 6th Camino, is it?
Yeah, this is. I walked this one from this on the French Camino this time from Hospitaleros to here, which is Ribadiso de Baiso, and probably the nicest public albergue on the French Camino, right on the Rio Iso.
Let's have a look here while we're talking.
We have the last Roman bridge on the Camino before Santiago. And it's very, very popular here. So it's just been a delightful 2-week stay. We're members of APOC, American Pilgrims on the Camino.
Oh, okay.
And so this is staffed seasonally, but by 2 Americans all the time.
Oh.
As well as two professional people that live here, and they do all of the administration. They touch money. Good. Keep that out of the hands. We don't want to be responsible.
No, of course.
So, but it's just a rare opportunity to sort of give back to the Camino.
What a great idea. Are you going to be a Hospitalero, or have you been before?
Yeah, this is my 3rd time.
Okay.
I was in Salamanca on the Via de la Plata, and then I was in Estela, which is 2 days walking out of Pamplona. And delightful experience there. a really great co-host from Burgos. Salamanca was a tough 2 weeks, but I'll just leave it at that. It's a lovely city, but adios, Christian, gustos mío, adios. That's the professional help that comes in every day.
Okay.
She came to AA because she's cleaning by herself, and her son came in, and we had a full house, very lively full house yesterday. took a little extra cleaning this morning.
Really?
But not to complain.
So why was Salamanca difficult?
I was supposed to be with someone else. I was alone. I've been alone before. I've walked the Camino, 500 miles alone, but you're never alone.
Yes.
You know, you always have time to converse and have meals with people. I mean, that's really your own choice. It was just long hours, started at 6 in the morning till 10 at night. And the few hours I had to myself were times when the restaurants were closed. So
You had no ability
I had
to
a
eat
chance
and
to
catch
eat.
up.
I could only have bar food,
Uh-huh.
you know, and I know the bocadillo is the national food, but it gets tiring.
Enough is
You know?
enough.
So I would have liked to have had more opportunities to sit down, have a meal with someone,
Yeah.
and it would have been more interesting to work with someone else.
Tell me
Although-
if you wouldn't mind, how your motivation has changed over the times that you've come.
That
Motivation, your idea about why you're here and what you're doing here.
well, when I first walked the French Camino, that was my first Camino. I had a bad ACL, MCL for 8 years. Originally, the doctor told me I was too old to fix it.
Oh, yeah.
Then I, thank God,
That's nice.
found another opinion 8 years later after, you know, being careful walking off a street curb or anything else.
Yeah.
And got a great doctor. He fixed that. And I just told myself that, you know, because I had just been a couch potato for 8 years, you know, limited physical activity because I couldn't trust my leg.
Yeah.
I thought I'd heard about the Camino. I had a friend that walked it, you know, 25 years earlier. She walked it 3 times, I think, looking for a husband. She just this year got one.
Oh, good.
You know, and she probably deserved one then, but it wasn't. Time wasn't right.
Yeah.
And so I thought I'd, you know, give the new leg a test.
A bit of a workout.
Yeah, and you know, and I think that we're all afraid of getting old.
Yes.
And so I wanted to see that what I could do. I had no idea that I would find it to be interesting mentally. How much time I got to spend in my own head. I was a little disappointed that there wouldn't be world peace at the end. I thought I'd resolved most of that. But and then I was fortunate enough to come back the next year, walk the Portuguese with my wife, and then she, although we were in the hospital a couple times with her feet, she actually suggested coming back.
Oh, really? She was a real hog for punishment, eh?
So came back. We walked the English Camino, and again we saw some hospital time with her feet. She still wanted to come back, and we came back and did the. Let's see, that was the English Camino, and then we came back 2 years later and did the Sanabre, which is the last piece of the Via de la Plata from Orense. It is a beautiful short Camino.
Whoa.
It's just gorgeous. It's the one I would recommend. I think the Sarria to Santiago is beautiful. There's no one on the Orense to Santiago. There's very, very few people. It's gorgeous. The albergues are lovely. It's just not the one.
Another
that's,
version.
Yeah, it's just It's, you know, I mean, I would put it way over, the English or the Portuguese for short caminos.
Oh.
I think it was a good experience. Anyway,
Wow.
I had come and been a volunteer here a couple times. You know, like I said, Salamanca and Estela, and
Yes.
and then here in Ribadiso, and then luckily Pam didn't have to go through training with me to come here this year and work, the two of us. And this is one of, you know, it's a lovely place, and the facilities for the Hospitaleros here are very nice as well. And everyone comes across this bridge. This is the focal point. I mean, at this point you have the Via de la Plata, you've got the Primitivo, all of them have now linked for the last 40K into Santiago. Many people will stop early in the morning here and spend the whole day to kind of get ready for the final 2-day push. And I think it's just a great place to stop.
Wow. Willy, I want to thank you very much for sharing
You're
your
welcome.
story
Thank
with
you.
me.
Yeah.
And I know that the folks that watch the Camino Channel are going to have a great time.
Oh, good.
Seeing,
I hope they
seeing
do.
you and hearing about the very, very many versions of the Camino, and being a Hospitalero, which is another whole side of the Camino experience that perhaps people have never considered.
The only frustration is that there are some large trout and it's not fishing season.
Boy, wasn't that a great talk? I so enjoyed these people. We're looking forward to the next one.
It's only because of people like Willy that the Camino is the vibrant channel that it is. We're very grateful to him for spending time and to telling us about the glorious albergue Ribadiso at about kilometer 40, just short of the big push for the cathedral. And we'll look forward to having you be with us for another installment on the Camino Channel. Voices of the Pilgrims. Please subscribe so that you can catch the next one. Thank you.